So let's go to Pierre Poilievre here first. So Mark Carney lied about his call with Trump in a desperate attempt to distract from the lost liberal decade of rising costs and crime and to trick Canadians into giving liberals a fourth term. Carney's entire campaign is built on lies. Yes, we're going to get into that. If he lies about this, he would lie about inflation, taxes, crime, and everything else. So from David Jacobs, please enjoy 33 seconds of Mark Carney squirming as he's caught in a huge lie about his conversation with President Trump. So March 28th, Mark Carney had a call with Trump. And he said the call went very well, and Trump was very respectful and didn't call him governor of Canada or mention the 51st state or anything like that. And it turns out that Trump actually did mention the 51st state thing. And Mark Carney was lying because he thought it would make him look prime ministerial. And then I guess like he'd stared down Trump, and Trump was forced to treat him with respect because of his imperious presence. Turns out he was lying about that. And we'll get into like all of his lies in this, but first let's take a look here.
Hi, Mr. Carney, Mackenzie Gray with Global News. I think you've ducked Ashley and Laurence's question, so I just give you one opportunity again. Yes or no, did Mr. Trump bring up the 51st state in his call with you?
I said that he did. I said that he did. But the president, to be clear, il l'a soulevé. C'est correct? Mais il a, sorry, Mackenzie, I should be answering you in English.
Yeah, he should. There's no reason to speak French there. It makes no sense. Why is he just giving himself time to think so he can come up with something in English, which isn't terrible? Probably, I guess. I mean, it's inexplicable otherwise.
Him raising something and then where the discussion is, he has these things in his mind. This is not news. He raises it all the time.
Yeah, but why did you lie? That's the question. Why did you lie? Why did reporters have to keep repeatedly asking you the question, right? Why did you say one thing that wasn't true? Why did you say something that wasn't true? We know why he did. He thought it would benefit him politically. He has no problem with lying. He lies constantly. So from Mark Tauhi here, Carney's lie matters. He said he wouldn't talk to Trump unless the president showed respect for Canada. After they talked, Carney said Trump had been respectful. He claimed it as a big win. He stood up. Trump backed down. Now he admits he did no such thing because he's a total liar. It does matter. It does.
That leader is not Pierre Poilievre. No. He draws his inspiration. He draws his inspiration from President Trump. He copies his ideas.
So this coming from the guy who copied Pierre Poilievre's ideas, like removing trade barriers within Canada, like axing the tax. Pierre was running on that for like 2 years. Axe the consumer carbon tax, right? He stole both of those things, among others. Now, of course, he's adding carbon taxes, right, on the back end, which everybody will have to pay for. But so if you're stealing Pierre Poilievre's policies and Poilievre was stealing Trump's policies, even though, like, the United States has never had a carbon tax and they don't have the trade issues that Canada, like, this is all lowest common denominator stuff for trained seals, for people whose brains are plugged into CBC and will just do what TV says. Whatever's on teleprompter, they will do that.
Instinct. Poilievre's first instinct when our nation was attacked was to call Canada stupid.
He called you stupid. You stupid. And he knows that. This is an outrageous lie. This is a grotesque, cynical lie. This actually betrays his contempt for the people that support him, that they will just buy this up. They will just drink this piss. This betrays his contempt for the Canadian people and his own supporters, telling such a grotesque, ridiculous, idiotic, childish lie. It's a lie for children.
He called us in. It was our fault.
Listen to the woo woo. These people know literally nothing. They have been paying no attention. They know nothing about Pierre Poilievre. They know nothing about their own country. Otherwise, they wouldn't be supporting this jackass. Mark Carney is a liar. Carney lied once, saying he had no rule in moving his former company's headquarters out of Canada to the United States. Yes, he did. Carney chaired the board meeting when the decision was made and personally wrote shareholders advocating for the move. Carney says he helped Paul Martin balance the budget. Carney was not working for the Department of Finance when Paul Martin first balanced the budget. In fact, Carney wasn't even in Canada at the time. He was moving from London to New York City. Lie. Carney lie 3. Carney says he resigned all his roles to run for Liberal leader. Truth, multiple boards and organizations have said Carney remains in the roles according to 5 organizations Carney is connected with. Carney is a repeat and habitual liar. You can't trust Carney. He's sneaky. He sure is sneaky. And the weird thing is, and you'll notice this with, habitual liars, with people who lie about everything, that they lie about literally everything, right? Like stuff they don't need to lie about. Like lying about leaving all of the boards he was involved in, right? Like when he hadn't, like he didn't have to lie about it. I looked into it. Like the organizations weren't like, scary organizations, right? There's nothing too weird. He could have just said, yeah, I'm in the process of that. He didn't have to lie, but he did. Like there's some people that they lie so much that they will just lie about trivial things for no reason. Like Carney says he helped Paul Martin balance budget. That was so easy to debunk. Like, why lie about it? But I think there are certain people who lie so easily. They're so addicted to lying that they're just compelled to all the time. And then they seem to have absolutely no embarrassment over it afterwards, which is very strange and very kind of sociopathic. Here's something interesting from Table Salt. Carney, who lied about moving his company to the USA, states that his advisors don't want him talking about ethics and transparency. So he's stating that his advisors don't want him talking about ethics and transparency. I wonder why that would be. And he says that while these commitments are not in his platform, they are in his head. I think there's a lot in his head that he's not telling Canadians. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Subscribing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.